Hello, crackers. Welcome back to the Blackbird podcast. Ha 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 ha. It's raining. It's fucking raining. Yet again. That's 2 in a week. I mean, it's like all day rain. You know, it's the only thing that changes is the intensity of it, but it's going to be the all day kind of fucking thing. So, what does that mean for poor James? That means I get a day off. That's what that means, man. Used to be before I'd get a day like today and I'd be like, fuck it, I'm going. It might be different there, you know, pure delusional. Because you've been like all the peer pressure, the society propaganda bullshit. Be a good slave, go to work, be a man, da 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 da. All that crap. Earn some money. Wouldn't mind the money you even earned back then, wouldn't be worth a damn. Just getting fucking paid to work, paid to play, all that jazz. Yeah, it was brought to my attention because yesterday was a lovely day. Started the thing yesterday and it was a bit slow to start. Got into it though and started making some bit of progress. I was thinking tomorrow now I was visualizing the progress, my friends. And it was good. It was good. But no, herself said to me, oh, tomorrow's a washout. I'm like, you're kidding me. It's a beautiful day. What are you talking about? Then she showed me like, because I don't trust the weather reports. They might get right once a fucking year, maybe twice. You know, a broken clock is right, what is it, twice a day or whatever. But it's fuck, I just, they wreck my head. So I don't bother with them that much. But she said, yeah. Just 3 different apps here and they're all kind of, you know, same image. So I was like, fantastical. So you get up at stupid o'clock anyway, because that's just the way it is. And sure enough, it's fairly shitty. It's windy as fuck. And it's dark as fuck, but windy and wet. You can hear that clear as day. So instead of having the deflated guilt duvet day, just have a duvet day, people. Have a duvet day. So what did I do? I weathered the storm of the kids getting out to school, which is fucking enough drama for anyone. And then herself scooted, which was good for her. So then I was left with the dog and the cat, who were both asleep, which was grand. So I just be checking out the news, having a fucking cup of coffee. Then I thought I'm gonna cook something nice to eat. So I did. It was delish. Then I was thinking, okay, I don't want to be on the phone all day. I don't want to be on the computer. I don't want to go for a nap, old man. What can I do? Because usually what I want to do is usually outdoors. But I have things to do indoors, actually. And I said, you know what? I'm going to bank a podcast. I rarely get the opportunity to bank a podcast, because you never know. So today I'm banking a podcast. I put 2 up this week because I just lost the run of myself. And sure, look, it was all good. So that immediate split second of a thought was like, fuck, that thought, rain, no work, and all that, you know, the implications there and the historical evolution from way back when to here. And like now it's getting way more like, sure, fuck it. I'll just sit on the couch there, put on some 80s music and stare out the fucking window for an hour and just see what pops into my mind. They're nice moments. I cherish them. They're few and far between, but I cherish them. And I implore people to invest in having such moments. But then you're reminded of the fact that you're tapped and they're not, because they're super and they have an indoor job. So off they go. But yeah, so I was thinking, all right, so what's this lazy day gift from the rain gods? What's it for? It's for relaxing to fuck. It's get a little bored, you know? And just fucking do nothing. Just think whatever the fuck you think. Just relax. So I have been relaxing, but then I got bored. I got bored, so here I am. Not saying that, that's the only reason I'm here. Of course not. I was just thinking, well, I'm not the only one who would feel this, surely. I remember all the fucking silliness about taking a day off from working. And then, the reaction to people, from people. It was funny. And I think it is like there's a serious undercurrent that has to be addressed. And damn it, that's what we're here for, folks. We're going to address that shit right now. Just give me a sec. So I wrote some notes as I am wont to do. So, is it a bad thing? Just to accept, just to surrender to nature and say, yeah, fuck it, it's raining. I'm not going in. No, I could go around the reasons why. Okay, I used to go in. I mean, I remember the scariest drive I ever had in my life. I drove in fucking pitch black from here up to, it was past Durrow, or was it Durrow, on the motorway. And I swear to God, you couldn't see, there was like a snow blizzard. I mean, if they were so crazy about weather warnings like they are now, it would have been like a pulsing red. Do not go outside the door. But I went outside and I drove my car, which had no heating on my dad. The heating went weeks before that. What was it? A Ford Galaxy fucking people carrier thing. Dinger of a car, but the heating. Without the heating, you're Scooby dude. And by the time I got there, sweating all the way. There was a few close calls. Not with me, but with fucking spastics that would be just bombing up the road. I mean, the road was caked in snow and we were in a blizzard. And these cunts are flying along like it's middle of summer. And it's legal to be going 200 fucking light years a second. Get to Durrow only to find that the stone, when it did stop snowing, there was ice as well. So that's not a good combination. So the stone was stuck to the stone. And the temperatures were so low we couldn't make a mix. And I was just thinking, this is fucking nonsense. This is just, it sucked like eggs, bad. So it was like, after all of that, wait till around 12, 1 o'clock, and then I was like, okay, go home. Waste of fucking time, waste of diesel, waste of fucking risking your life and your health. It was a waste. And sadly, that wasn't the last time. That was one of the early ones. There was a number of attempts made thereafter until one day when you're out on your own, you're doing your thing. And you're like, you see the mess that you can't prevent it from happening because it's so constant. And it's just, nothing is fucking really waterproof. And the work you're doing in the day is just getting washed the fuck out. And it's like, oh, well, that's tomorrow's fucking job gone because tomorrow you're going to have to fucking fix all this shit. So it's basically take down what you've put up that morning because you just know and put everything out in the rain. Let the rain fucking clean it. And just clean the base of where you were and just fuck off home. And just don't do it again. So I'd be very reluctant now to go to work on a day like today. For me, it's not worth my while. And you gotta accept that. You know what I mean? You're not guilty of anything. You're just acknowledging the reality of your situation. And it's fine. Don't be beating yourself up because you will, but you shouldn't. You learn, I hope. Any stonemasons out there just starting out, don't be busting your balls for this. You learn. Just take my word for it. It's not worth it, man. What is the saying? Too much squeeze, not enough juice. So the squeeze ain't worth the juice. So the effort is just, it could be heroic and it'll still be for nothing. Okay? So just fucking have a plan B. As in have a fucking hobby or have other things that maybe you go look at jobs that day. But then again, I am guilty at this moment in time because I've been fighting the urge to just go on holiday. My brain's been on holiday for like, when I got the flu, I suppose. I said, fuck this, it's not worth it anymore. I'm taking the year off. And it's been like you're lethargic now getting up. You get up, but you're kind of like, your heart's not in it. There's no pep to your step. And that's just that time of year. It's a tough time of year. But it doesn't have to be. You can just say, fuck it. I'm going to have multiple cups of coffee. I may have something to eat. I may watch some bullshits. I may look out the window. I may walk the dog in the rain. I may come in here and babble. And, relax. Because what I find is in the course of a duvet day, as we like to call it, when you kind of limit all this, you just switch off all the nonsense. Oh, excuse me. I made some lovely breakfast for myself. I know it's fighting me still. But in the course of your day, because it's perfect for me now, because like I said, no kids, they're in school. Herself is off being happy, shopping, as they do. The dog is asleep. The cat is... Alright, the cat's a bit weird. But I don't have any interference. I don't have any, anyone demanding I go do this or go do that. Get a bottle, get me this, get me that. I'm no one's butler right now. It's my time. Now, I'd like to go painting, but I'm not stupid. I know that my time... It's like you have your timetable, okay? And then you have your duvet day timetable, which overlaps on your actual timetable, and you don't have a whole duvet day. What you have is a bunch of hours there, your golden moment of absolute do whatever the fuck you want kind of thing, as long as you're here at this time and you know what's coming. The brats are coming, that's what's coming, and you got to be prepared for that. And I'm a fucking dab hand at that now. Yes, I think. So what have I written in my little page? Yeah, so it's a waste of time going for me to work on a day like today. But instead of fucking sitting in the van, looking out the window, stressing about it, I figured cut that shit loose and just relax. Relax the fuck. Be a good slave. Go to work and look out your window at the work you can't do. That's not for me. No, fuck that. I have other things I have to be doing, and I've kind of having these plans to be made, loosely made. Interesting 12 months ahead now, so I'd like to have a few hooks in the water. So yeah, it's basically you're learning to know yourself and cater your reactions. You got to keep emotions out of it. Emotions, like I said the last time, life's all in your head, and you are sailing that ship. You're the captain of that ship, so you got to fucking say, okay, this is what's going to happen, and you make that happen. I know it's easier said than done. We all have these obligations, we all have these blah 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 people, but you got to just fucking chisel your way in and make it work for you. So don't worry. Do not worry. Worry is overrated. It's not even cool. So don't do it. So yeah, so you are the one creating your calm and your chaos. So go with more calm. Everything has its place. Everything has its time, its moment. And having a duvet day, you should fucking absolutely enjoy it. And do whatever the fuck it is that you've been waiting to do, or thinking of doing. Just do you. Just do your thing. Because before, I think it was all down to all that hustle bullshit. It's fucking everywhere. It's on every fucking it gets you one way or the other. We're all being bombarded every day, and sometimes it's nice to turn that shit off. It really is. You need a balance, don't you? So you gotta get balanced. And all that hustle. When I hear people talking, and you have all these gurus going on, oh, you gotta do this and you gotta do that 24/7, blah blah. Fuck off, you cunt. I'm sorry now. I said I wouldn't swear. But sometimes there are these are just, again, bad actors. They're just, I don't know. They're very annoying, aren't they? Do you not find them annoying? I find them terribly annoying. They're like fucking hyper all the time. It's like too much. It's not natural. It's not. Jesus Christ, if I had to work with someone like that, I'd bury him in the wall. Fucking by 10 o'clock easily. So you hear all these fucking... Of course, the scientific fucking bullshit has to come out. Well, a study shows... fuck off. Get your study and shove it, okay? You know you better than anyone. I know me. I know because I've had the experience. I was a dumbass, and now I'm just dumb. Maybe tomorrow I'll be not so dumb. A little dumber every day. Now I know it's all horseshit, man. It's fucking horseshit. You kind of look at the basics. What the fuck? What's the round number that you kind of need that is comfortable without being fucking, crazy or fucking indulgent? Just let's be frugal. Not utterly frugal, but keep it in mind. And just not be killing ourselves for shit, That society pressure bullshit. Getting overwhelmed, stressed, vicious cycle, getting lost, losing you from you, which is a sin. Hear me talking about sin and God, like I'm a religious individual, and we all know I'm not. I'm not a devil, but I'm not religious. I think that's just a man-made fucking control mechanism. But look, that's another time. So have no guilt for having time for yourself. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Peer pressure, fuck you. Too much information at our fingertips. This is true. And it's usually useless information that has nothing to do with nothing. It's basically what it is gossip. That's all. I find that if you can identify in your circle or your society or whatever, locals, people you knew their father, and so on and so forth. And you know that they're just floating around, they're happy out. But they're busy as fuck. And you're like, how are you not stressed the fuck out? Some of them are, but some of them aren't. They're the ones you want to be fucking talking to. So how are you doing it? And I'm telling you, they're chill. They're just fucking so chill. I think a lot of the time now, I'm probably going to get some shit for this, but I think a lot of the time, it's usually the women's fault. Okay? The women have all these fucking magazine lifestyle images in their fucking head, and they've all these fucking reality bullshits, and they're always fucking banging the drum at the worst possible time. Instead of just saying, listen, let's have a sit down, maybe Wednesday. Around 9. What do you say? We gotta discuss X, Y, and Z. You say, okay, not a problem, honey. We can do that. I'm all about that. No problem. And you go and you do it. You sit down, zero emotion, zero fucking panic. And you have the chat. And you logically reason it out. Whatever the fucking topic of conversation is going to be. And you sort it. And you do it. Instead of while you're trying to change the tire on a van or whatever. And they're like, fuck off. You just want to and you can love them dearly. So it's all about timing. Timing is very important. But you got to be, I don't know, I think it comes with age, maybe. Or maybe it's defeat. It's one or the other. But when they start doing the and you're like, listen, I was thinking we'll have this chat later, okay? And you do, and it's all good. Zip it. But you can't just say zip it, because you get killed, okay? You would be murdered on the spot. And she'd probably say, well, it was a full moon, my hormones, he did provoke me, he looked at me, bang, dead. That's how it'll go. So just bear this in mind, folks. Keep your emotions in check. You're in charge. It's all part of the game. So, what else was I writing down? Yeah, that's pretty much what I was on about, wasn't it? Yeah, so no drama. No drama. Drama sucks. No emotion. Just problem solving. You all got it. You all got the skills. You know what I mean? Then you're just a passenger. It's alright being a passenger when you're the one that made the journey. you mapped it out. You have your destination, you have your pit stops perhaps, and now you can be a passenger and enjoy it. Instead of stressing out trying to change the tire with some fucking demented wombat fucking yada. Because it's easy to just be still. Once the emotion thing is gone, it's so easy to just be a big fucking body of water. That kind of calm, but intense. It has authority. And, you just said, shh, chill. I just changed this tire. We'll talk about it. Instead of going fucking matching the hyperactive energy, which comes from God only knows where. I think it's a gift they have. But yeah, so that's it. Lazy day, people. You gotta have them. It's nothing to be guilty about. You got to enjoy them. You gotta get a little bored, and then what pops into your head might surprise you. It could be a good thing. Could be a very, very good thing. Like I had a word idea today. Was it today? It's like I'm going to go undercover now onto Archery Ireland's fucking I suppose their national indoor competition down in the set 2 in January. I thought it'd be a good fucking opportunity to get some training in, and it's in the same venue, so what you call it? What? Anyway, you know what I mean. Fuck. I don't know what I was gonna say. The word has fucking left me. But I gotta write more shit. This runs out fucking fast. Oh yes, I have it. What I find works a treat is just writing shit down. Even these little bullet points I make for myself, because you could have a whole fucking podcast content. You could go through the whole thing in its entirety on your way from the kitchen to the studio, and by the time you get her in, it's gone. It's like fuck. And now some people say, well, it mustn't be any good. Well, you can't be looking, is it good or is it not? That's bullshit. That's the wrong approach. That's like for some fucking TV show. This is more about, I just had a thought, and off you go. You know what I mean? You have a little ramble and you just go wherever the fuck you'll go. And sometimes people will come in. Sometimes you'll ask people to come in to talk about stuff, them, what they're into, and it kind of just explodes into whatever it will be. That's what's cool about it. You don't know what you're going to get. You don't know what you're going to say, how you're going to react. Same thing with a lazy day, a duvet day. Because while you're in your little bubble, you don't know, someone might call. Something might happen. Something might be said. And you can ponder that then with a different, relaxed mindset. And just chill out. And this fucking noise outside, it's like every goddamn time lately I come in here, there's some fucking tractor bombing up the road. Speaking of tractors, that means we're in the countryside. If we're in the countryside, you foxes. I seen a clip there recently about is it going into Parliament? There's going to be a vote on it or something about fox hunting with hounds. And some senator is saying, like, nothing good about it anyway. And what can you say about, I usually find the people making most of the noise are ignorant of the whys of it all. You know what I mean? And of the mechanics of the environment. We've no longer got animals like the wolf who would probably prey on the fucking fox. There's no, you know what I mean? The order has been messed with. So then we'll say the fox will grow in numbers. And then there'll be a lot of issues because of urban sprawl. You're fucking taking over their homes and shit, you know what I mean? And you need order. There needs to be a natural order. And from what I know, what I've seen and what I've gathered, the whole hound hunting thing is kind of to replicate the most natural predator presence in their environment. And usually, and it was always my belief before I even had it confirmed, usually it is just the old and the weak that get caught, and their death is fairly instant. What you see afterwards is irrelevant. If you claim to see videos or sensationalist stuff put up, their death, if they're caught, their death is immediate. There's even a board of vets will fucking attest to this, and they're people who would know. So this is a case where emotions are being used instead of facts and experience. And everyone has this Walt Disney idea of fucking talking to this lovely animal. I mean, look, I'm an animal person. We feed foxes from our kitchen window. Not all the time, but when they show up, I'm going to feed them. Why wouldn't you? I feed the birds. There's 2 stray cats at our window at the moment. I'm hoping they're not here to rape the other one. But it's just normal for me to fucking, if I see an animal in distress, I will help. But it's also normal if you're living in the countryside to understand where you live. And it's like any fucking, there's a wildness to it that is just beyond our grasp. And when you actually look into it, yeah, look, it is a fact that the majority of, I mean, for example, I used to be mad about getting first-hand photographs or film footage of horses. And the best way to do it, because we're in horse country here, so I could go up the road there. Let's say, where were we this time? I think we went beyond Mitchelstown. It was out in the middle of nowhere, to be honest. There was loads of fucking horses there, and they were going off on a hunt. And the horses, awesome. They look so good. And then, you have the people getting into their gear, and there's an element of, not pageantry, but, there's a fucking tradition there. Now, don't get distracted by this being an English thing. I mean, this is a global thing. Everyone has their equivalent of it, especially in the horselands. But myself and the brother anyway, so I'm going around, I'm taking video footage of everyone getting the horses ready, the horses and the riders going down the main street of a village. Then we find out they're going to be going up through a field, and then you get the high ground, you try to get where the zoom will be effective. So you'll get some action shots, if you will, of them running, because that's all. And we were doing this, and they're blowing their horn. You could see them off in the distance. They got way too far away from us after a spell. They move fucking fast. Of course they do. They're fucking 4 legs. But it looked fantastic. And it really was. It's like someone just dropped you in the middle of Lord of the Rings. It really was that kind of thing. And anyway, the brother, I thought he was going to get a fucking asthma attack, because we had to climb up this weird rock fucking formation in the middle of this bunch of fields. And when they took off, we'd say that way, we were going back this way to the road. So we had to go through a few fields, maybe 2 or 3 fields. And you can still hear the horn, and it's getting further and further away. Okay? Now, the fucking funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. I see the gate, it's about a field away, and we're coming through it, happy out, and I'm going through the photos saying, oh, that could be a good one, because I'll use these then as references for studying the anatomy of the horse, because I had always, if the horse moves its head that way, what's the effect down the neck? And that's just the trip I was on at the time. And as we're walking through the field, just chit-chatting, I'd say maybe, 20 yards ahead of us, this fucking fox comes out of the ditch. And he looks like he's had a good run. He looks strong, he looks young, and he just walked right in front of us. And he looked at us as he was walking, and his tongue out, and how's it going? And he kept going. It was like he couldn't give a fuck. He really couldn't. And you can still hear the lads, they're gone. So I'm thinking, this guy made a fucking fool out of those guys. And now he's just heading back to wherever the fuck he was going anyway. So I'm completely convinced the only foxes that get caught are the ones that are weak. Maybe they're starving. You know, it's just the natural order of things. You don't have to like it, but that's the natural order of things. You got to keep the ecosystem in balance with a natural order. And the hound is there to represent the wolf, and that effect. It's a psychological thing for the animals as well. And the death is quick. And you looking at a dead body being fucking whatever is irrelevant. There's no feeling there. That's all is left the building. And probably thankful. So I've no problem with it. None. I see the order it brings, and it's necessary. You can look at, there's multiple studies done of like passionate people who are educated on the matter in various different countries. And they've documented their work splendidly. And it's very easy to educate yourself if you're so inclined, or if you're just going out to wave a flag and be a cunt. To just say, oh look how I care. This bullshit. That's all it is. Bullshit. So get a fucking Duvet under your belt, okay? And watch some fucking documentaries. I don't know where that came from, people. I have no apologies to make. It is what it is. Get real, okay? So now, seeing as I'm putting all the world's wrongs to right on my duvet day, what's next? What else do you want me to fix? So yeah, don't be getting all caught up in the sensationalist bullshit. It seems to be a trend. It's fuck that, lads. Come on. I know most people don't, you know? They don't. They've got their head together. You know what I mean? Some more so than others. And they're fucking... I envy them. I envy a lot of them. But it's, again, you can just wave. I envy you. Well done. You're doing great. I aspire to be like you. But, you know, we're all different. We're all going on our different little thing. So just take a duvet, okay? And have a good, long duvet. Get fucking bored. Get into your own head, okay? And just, you know, sometimes you have to change your mind about a thing. And that's okay. You know, the energy and the excitement of a perceived truth can get you fired up and acting with energy in creating a good thing. But then when we'll say you evolve with this good thing, reality will show you, you know, the evolution of it that has to happen, and you mightn't have realized that and on the initial steps. And that's normal enough too. That's natural. You know, it's kind of fuck. That's kind of like the hunt. It's like were you just to start it, maybe, for other people to take over and run with it and bring it to the next level. But it was your personality, perhaps, energy and excitement, that initial oomph to get it into this tangible place. You know, to get it going so they can maybe see it in. Because you know you'll find they'll be criticizing you and just say, oh, well, you should have done this, you should have done that, blah, blah, blah. And you're like, fucking cunts. So you kind of think, I've sacrificed for this. But you haven't really, because it was your passion project, if you will. And it can happen. If you're lucky, it'll happen to you. Because when you think you failed, you'll find later, looking back, that you hadn't failed at all, that you've done more than what you probably ought to have. or been able to do, and you've just fucking outdone yourself, but you were looking at a horizon after just passing a horizon that you never thought you'd reach in the first place. So it's that kind of trip. And it's just these folks are probably now encouraged by that explosion of creativity and fucking achievability, and now they feel comfortable to have similar explosions to bring it to the next step. While you're thinking it's a failure, they're thinking, okay, it's our turn now, pass the baton, and they bring it to where it'll go. And then you may realize, well, I could have been doing this instead of doing that, but then this was a success, so I still have time, I still have the want to go and back to this other thing, and you do, and you get that goal also. And this can also be realized in a duvet day. Duvet days are awesome. I should call this Duvet Day. The importance of Duvet Day. It's very important. So, that's all I have for you, my crackers. We'll see if this is any good. I'm probably not going to be not uploading it. Just like, it's done. It's cooked. Let's just throw it out there. Because that's what it's all about. So yeah, actually, I gotta finish a painting of a horse there. Thinking back on that little day out, taking photos and video of the horse. See, when I got into the archery, then it's like they collided with the fucking days you go to horse meets and stuff, and see the horses. They're fantastic. But it's you're either in it or you're not. And I'm not. I'm a tourist. I'm an admirer from afar. And I love painting them. And there's one there I think is going to look splendid when it's finished. But not today. Everything has its... I have a few weeks coming up now where I'll have time to do it. Yes. So my crackers, I must say, it's been nice to share a portion of my duvet day with you. I'm sure a lot of you cunts think, you've always got a duvet day, you fucking useless, blah, blah, blah. But I don't. More is the pity. But you know, a little bit of everything, not a lot of one thing. Is that the way it goes? So, can you hear the rain? It's fucking biblical, lad. I've to walk the poor dog in that now. I don't know if she want to even be walked in that. She's looking at me like, what are you doing? What are you doing? So, yes. I'm looking forward now to multiple duvet days and multiple painting days. I have a thing over there belonging to the fam, and I for love no money can I get it down. I had it extended up. I'm meant to be doing podcasts for them, but maybe I get a fist of them done actually as well. But I can't get this fucking thing. It's cool, like, but it's just no. So, without further ado, I will bid you good day, and I hope you have a duvet day in your near future. Okay? So, thank you for watching, folks. And for those who subscribe, I do appreciate it. And I thank you. And for those who are about to subscribe, go on, you mad thing. Have fun. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.